Hello guys, it is Bitcoin Geeken. It is 9:18 with me and escaping my black dog. Clearly she's trying to escape anyway. Alright, so we had a big week last week. We had a big huge drop of Bitcoin, ICOs, China, and etc. So you name it. So the question is, it seems like price is coming back up a little bit. And probably the majority of people is wondering is whether or not price keeps going up, or this is just a temporary correction back up and coming, just continue to the further drop, which is the case. Clearly there is no definite answer, of course. However, if I was looking, this is kind of purely trading perspective. And if I was just looking for some of the information, I am assuming Skyrocket is pretty nearby. So I just wanted to share some of the views, right? So last week, this is the huge drop. And the chart I'm looking at is a BTC JPY, which consists of majority of the trading volume as of now. So that's why I'm putting up a BTC JPY. And as everybody knows, the previous rally that was brought by SegWit activations and a lot of bigger investors that's coming in, or like a Switzerland private bank connect their accounts to exposure for the crypto asset, etc. a lot. So the thing is, this area is something that people wanted to jump into the wagon so that they will not gonna miss the final chance to jump into cryptocurrency before it really explode. And that one matched the price up to $5,000, which is equivalent to 560,000 in JPY, so which is somewhere around here. And suddenly a lot of bad news came out, and the price tumbles back down to that was $3,000 level, and in Japanese that was 300,000. However, some of the exchanges was showing a 290 somewhere around 1,000 JPY, which was a heavy discount for Japanese market. Anyway, so the question is whether or not price will gonna go back up or not. Well, I made a similar video last night in Japanese when the price was somewhere around coming down to second low. So this is a little late, sorry for that, but I was really sleeping. So anyway, all right. So the whole point is, I previously made a video that probably 30% of the down from the very top of the level is probable floor of Bitcoin, which is equivalent to $3,500, and it broke. So what really happened was, I would say I was looking for some of the leveraged futures positions around there, and what I found is a huge shorters kicked in somewhere around here. And these guys, what these people are looking for? These people are looking for all the liquidation of the long people, right? So there was a lot of longer leveraged people. These, within these rallies, people were trying to long. And after the little pullback, people are trying to go to capture the second low so that the price will be skyrocket. That's the expectation of the people. That's including myself, right? And these people was trying to long a lot. And if I see a lot of volume distribution, probably this is the area that a lot of people went long. And so what really happened was, if you take a look at the price level, if the original majority people go long 480,000 JPY, and these people went long with the leverage, and if we just look at the price of collapsing, started somewhere around 400 level, and which is, if you look at the number, that's somewhere around 15% below the original longer position. And this is a level that all the liquidation kicked in. the last thing you want to see is margin call email that, you know, your account, your position was liquidated because of the shortage of, you know, fund, etc. So which usually happens somewhere around your margin came below somewhere around 50%. So, you know, 15% of original assets down, liquidation kicked in. That probably means people are trading somewhere around 3 to 4 times of the leverage. So that's, if that is the case, you know, this big slide makes a lot of sense. These, you know, this landslide was due to these people's long positions liquidation kicked in, and these shoulders were looking for such, you know, liquidation and landslide. So what's really happening now is if you look back the day of the price came back up. So this is pretty interesting. This is the 9 a.m. in the Tokyo time exact, which, you know, the money starts flow in, so that, you know, shoulder didn't want to continue the fight, so they just, you know, pull up all the positions, and that's why this spike came back up. So the reason why this price came back up was so fast is because people were shorting and they are trying to cover all their positions. That's why, you know, this spike was really fast. Otherwise it takes a lot of time. So this is clearly done by the shoulders, you know, targeting all the margin calls, and they made a game, so they just pull out all the money. And the interesting thing as of now is, you know, probably the experienced shoulders did a good job. However, there are still, when I created a previous video in Japanese, that was around this time, you know, still a lot of shoulders was there. And, you know, shoulder's position and pretty much the same position of the shoulder is hanging around here. And as of now, it's coming a little down, but it's still a lot of shoulders. You know, they retains their shorting positions. So what really happened is, you know, if you know the reason why this landslide happened, you're not gonna continue shorting. Otherwise, the reason why of this landslide was because of the previous, you know, longer positions, and now these longer position is all gone, and all the, you know, Pandora's box or all the, you know, treasure box is opened, and it's all gone. The inside, you know, gold or silver or jewelry or variable assets, it's all gone. Nothing left. And what really right now is it's still left is just expectation of the people that if they go short around here, this landslide, it will be, you know, happens again. But it's not gonna happen because it's all the, you know, liquidation is done. And probably if the price goes below this level, yes, another liquidation start comes in. However, there are, you know, $3,000 level, and there are heck of people's, you know, limit order is there to buy, and that's part of the reason this price came back up too. So as of now, it's a little shoulders are facing to what we call short squeeze, that people are shorting. However, they may be losing their positions, and if you look back at the original position, some of the people still have got a original positions shorting here. So what's really gonna happen is if people come, you know, if the price comes back to this level, and furthermore, if the price go this level, previous high, people need to, you know, cover their short. And what's really gonna happen is it's still pretty much the same amount of the shoulders position as there. So that means they need to cover their positions, and that's gonna push the price up, and it's gonna break the previous high pretty easily. That's probably will happen. And the other thing is, if I just take another price level measurement, right? So this is where the shoulders came in, and if we do the price level calculation, that's, if we say pretty much the same percent, bring in the same sort of another direction of the landslide, that's gonna probably this is pretty much the exact area where the shoulder kicks in. So that's pretty much equivalent to 40 to 100 US dollars, which was the previous support of the Bitcoin. So you know, as the price is inching up, and well, today Japan is a holiday, and so that, you know, banks wiring doesn't comes into the exchange, and tomorrow probably people will be, you know, rushing to the bank account and maybe sending the fiat money to exchanges and start buying Bitcoin because this is a pretty good low. So probably maybe tonight or something, and if the price doesn't, you know, go further deep, shorters needs to clear their position, otherwise they're gonna be in trouble. So that's probably happen. So just watch around the 4,200 US dollar level, and that's gonna be the probably the change of the price. And if the price, you know, exceed that level, it's gonna speed up, and that's probably will happen. So anyway, that's pretty much it. And so I hope the price will be coming back up, and I hope you guys have got a great week. Right, bye.